Kezia, you're looking all bright and shiny and lovely. Was the first thing you did just jump in that shower? What was the first thing you did when you got back?
I'm afraid it is, Lorraine. The first thing I did was have a right good wash, and I feel all the better for it, and something to eat as well. But what an experience, what an incredible 12 days.
No regrets at all? No regrets about going in there?
No, I always knew it was going to be a big gamble for me politically. I know that it's controversial to see an elected politician, a current politician, do something like this. But I wanted to show people that politicians come in all different shapes and sizes, that they're not all elderly men, white elderly men of a certain generation, that there are young people there that want to represent young people and show the best of our politics.
Do you think that that came across, though? Because the trouble is, as you know, you're kind of at the mercy of the editor. So have you managed to talk to people back home, and are you happy with how you were portrayed in there?
I've obviously not seen much of the footage because I've only been out for a little while, but I'm confident that I've done what I went into the jungle to do, to talk about politics as a force for good in the world, to show that women can be strong, that women can do man's jobs, so to speak, something that Amir and I had a few run-ins here and there, and also just to have a laugh and let people see that politicians are human. I think that's really important in the world that we live in just now.
No, I would say so. I would imagine, though, you're a little bit worried about Ian, because Ian's been very vulnerable in there, and I know that he confided in you, and the two of you got on really well.
Ian and I did get on really well, and I hope that we'll continue to be friends after the show comes to a conclusion. Ian's struggling in there because he's surrounded by really macho men, like lads, yeah. And he's a different kind of guy. He likes to talk about music and films and books, and that's where a lot of his conversation comes from. So I think he's finding it quite lonely in there, but he's doing a tremendous job.
No, he is. And you think that Amir is going to win? You said last night to Anton Deck you think Amir could do it, he could be king of the jungle?
I do, and when I saw the Best Bits video earlier, I was just a wee bit heartbroken to think that everybody thinks that Amir and I don't get on. We had one or two tiffs over the organisation of the fire, but he is a lovely, lovely guy. He's a cheeky chap. You've introduced the world to a real puppy. He's just a giant ball of love, and he's lovely to be around. A
giant puppy dog. Shah, do you think Amir is coming across well? Are you happy with what you're seeing?
Yeah, absolutely. Amir's coming across really well. I mean, this is what a lot of people haven't seen, this side of Amir. And I think it's great that he's showing what he really is. Everybody thought he was an arrogant person, this and that, but, this is genuine Amir.
And we know that obviously there have been problems in his marriage. Is that all sorted now? Are you all kind of like one big happy family supporting him?
Yeah, of course. You have ups and downs in every family, I think, But, you just got to work it through and move on.
And are all of you sort of bonding? Is there kind of like, because you must all have to come down to see who's going to be evicted, and all of you families must be really getting to know one another now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Amir, I mean, we knew everybody before. It's not as though we didn't know, But like I said, you have ups and downs, yeah. But you just work through it,
Sure. And I was going to ask you, Kezia, have you managed to talk to your girlfriend yet? Have you had a wee chance to talk to her and just say hello? Because you must have missed her. Well, both of you must have missed each other so much.
Oh, it was incredibly difficult, Lorraine, to go, a good 2 weeks without even seeing a picture, yeah. or hearing a voice. Lots of couples have to spend time apart for their work or for whatever other reason, but this was a bit different. So I got to speak to her as soon as I left camp, but that was filmed for ITV too, so we couldn't really have a proper chat. But right. When I got back to the hotel, we had a decent chat on FaceTime for half an hour or so, and that was just lovely. Good. She's just the most beautiful girl. She's incredibly smart and funny, and I can't wait to get home to see her.
Oh, and listen, what happens to you now? Do you have to stay out there in that beautiful, luxurious hotel, or do you have to come home?
I'm due to be here for 3 weeks and 2 days, Lorraine. That's what I said right at the start. Sure. So I'll be back at work next week, and I'm really looking forward to getting back stuck in.
Are you worried that people might be a bit sort of critical of you that you left, or are you okay with it and yourself? Because that's the main thing.
Listen, I know it's controversial. I know I'm going back to a good deal of criticism, and I'll take that face on. I've got to have a lot of conversations with people, but I'm going back with my head held high. I came out here to do what I wanted to do. I believe I've succeeded in that, and I love my job. It's a great privilege to be a Labour politician, and I fully intend on continuing to do it for a very long time. I can't wait to get back to my job.
And do you think that other politicians should do this, Kezia? Would you sort of say to them, hey, give it a go, why not?
The way that I look at it, Lorraine, is this is the most watched family TV programme kind of in the history of TV, so to speak. And it's watched largely by young people aged 18 to 24. And that's the very group of people who are least engaged with politics. So a big part of why I wanted to do this was to go out there, show people that politics matters, that there is a big difference between the two major parties, that your vote does count, to encourage young people to vote, because it's only if young people vote that they'll get the type of change that they want to see in their country. And that's one of the main reasons I did this.
Fair enough, fair enough. Thank you very much, Kezia. And Shah, good luck to Amir. He's still in there. Do you think he can be king of the jungle?
I think he's got just as good chance as anyone, really. And he's very competitive, I'm sure. You know, anybody can win this. And by the way, I just got a surprise for Kez here.
All right.
I'll just give it a little surprise.
What's that now?
Where's the cream?
I'm not at it.
You drank it before this started, didn't you? You had it beforehand.
You enjoy.
Like father, like son, Lorraine.
Exactly. You enjoy those, love, and thank you very much for joining us. Thank you.